corner. Very busy. Supermarkets here. Very busy here compared to the other areas. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Where you're watching from, my name is Sande. Welcome to this amazing YouTube channel. It's _Sande. For it's your first time here, please consider subscribing the channel. For the frequent viewers, thank you so much for coming back to watch this amazing YouTube channel. So today I'm coming live here in Kiambu County, part of Kiambu called Gachie. So I want to give you a two-part video. So the first part of the video will be having a walk in a more village-like part of this place. In the second part of the video, we'll be doing a walk in a more market area, more congested area. So the first part will be now us walking in a village-like, try to find out what people are doing in these villages, how their roads look like, and be able to learn a little bit things about the village life. You know, those people who live very close to the city, they are very lucky. For instance, from this particular place to Nairobi city, it's like 20 minutes if you are using a car. Very close. They are very close. So these people are very advantageous because they have a village setup. At the same time, they are very close to the city, so they're able to maneuver and do their things very well. In terms of food, they're able to have organic food. You can imagine. I think some of them just doing some farming behind me. So you're able to see the two differences in terms of the lifestyle of this village part in Gachie and now the more busy areas. So let's go, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment to the channel. We're heading to 4,000 subscribers. Watch the video till the end and make sure you enjoy the video, guys. So let's go, guys. This is the village side now. The village side of Gachie. Let us look for some maize, some crops, napier grass. I know I've been here several, but now the good thing about these areas, will change each and every time. You can be in the month of January when it's very dry. You come back in April when it's raining. So there's kind of a different in terms of the outlook of the place differs depending on the season. You know? That's why it's not like we're doing a repetitive, but we are trying to just show the area in different seasons and times. This road heads to a place called Ndenderu. When I moved to Gachie, this road was not here. It was a very bad conditioned road, and it used to have like many potholes all over. So it was kind of potholes all over. And nowadays it looks like a smooth path, even though they didn't do a proper completion in terms of the marking of the road. But it's a nice road, smooth tarmac, and kind of it's a shortcut to those guys who are heading to Limuru. So if you are in Gachie, instead of you going all the way to Ruaka, you can just pass through here. You join Ndenderu, then you turn left, you go all the way to Limuru. It's kind of a shortcut, by the way, and a very, very nice shortcut here, which is really amazing. So these are napier grass. There's pidgeot. These are napier grass here. They are very tall now. I think if you're an African person or if you're an African who have grown in an African village, you know that when it's raining, there are plenty of grass or fodder for the animals. So these are beans. These are beans here. Let me see what's happening down here. Some bananas on that end there. These are maize or corn. They're still very young, by the way. They're still very young. So for those who have been African, who have grown in Africa, sometimes when it's raining, the animals really enjoy it because they have plenty of food. They have plenty of food to feed on. But now, when it gets dry, you cannot even see this napier grass we are seeing all over here. You can see this one very tall. very tall, by the way. Let me get closer to it. It's very tall. Very tall napier grass. So when it's getting like dry, people will cut down all this napier grass. They will cut it down because now it's time for the animals to. There are less grass, there are less fodder when it's more dry. But now, see, now they are overgrowing. They're not supposed to have to be of this height, because this is an oversize. They are growing so much. No, when it's rainy season, there are plenty of grass. You can use the cattle grass, the normal cattle grass. You can use some maize or corn, you know. So this is a kind of a village like, and if you want to know it's a village like, there are still some people who are having these houses made of timber. Okay, for those who are familiar with this channel, there's a time back when we went to Nyeri, the first time we went to Nyeri, and I did a video about the timber houses, why they're having the timber houses. And this place we are at the moment is very close to Limuru, and Limuru is a cold area. So normally, the cold areas like Nyeri, Limuru, they tend to have what we call timber houses, so that it's able to sustain the cold. So they're able to sustain the cold in that area. So some parts here, some houses are kind of made of timber, but now this being a modern village, I can see more story buildings coming up, like more stone houses coming up compared to those other areas. So here it's kind of a change in lifestyle, you know. Normally I usually say that change is inevitable. So long as you are in this world, you cannot avoid change. Change is inevitable. Things must change, no matter what no matter the strategy or no matter the way they change. But you can't avoid change. Change is kind of more inevitable. So I'll be passing through that area, so that you see the more village areas. Then the second part of the video will be more busier areas. So let's go, guys. Even if you look at the work that people are doing here, it's more of a village work, taking care of the flowers, cutting grass. That will just tell you that there's some cow somewhere that need grass. There's a small stream here, some bananas on the other end, flowers. And nowadays, if you want to know where there's flowers, there's always a river passing by. So people tend to use that advantage, whereby when you're having a flower and close to you a river, you do the flower business because you have plenty of water. These are wood or timbers. These are kind of a firewood selling place. For me, I don't love it because most of these are for me, I don't love it when people are cutting down indigenous trees. Doesn't look well. Kind of a new house. Look at that other end. So we're now going uphill to join the other part of Gachie now, so that we explore the other end. It's kind of a construction coming up here. It's an uphill now walk. See where I came from? Still going up, slowly by slowly, pole. Wow. So I've done the walk for like close to 1 hour now. So we're winding up on the other end Sasa?
Sana.
This is a shortcut to join. Hope I'm not getting lost. Because I remember the last time I just saw the road somewhere here. The sunbirds. Sunbirds. It's amazing which plant group is this. Any of this menace here called the blackjack. This one here. It's a very bad weed. Blackjack. Sasa means hi. You know, when you are vlogging in the villages, sometimes people look at you like this guy is a madman. So the only way to make them don't doubt themselves is to say hi to them, so that they know that the madman can say hi. That's just on not serious about it, just talking about how it happened. So still going up. Done 2 proper hills today. 2 proper hills today. Today is the day. So you say, leo ni leo. Leo ni leo. There's one of my supporter called Janet. She tasked me to explore the other part of Gachie, which I haven't done. I'm sorry for that, but I promise I'll do. The timber house down there. Promise I'll do that. Look, Gachie is big. There's other part called number 9. I haven't explored that area very well. I'll do it very soon. It's called number 9. So we're done with the hill. The stuff. Keeping in mind that I didn't carry my water today. So I need water to quench my thirst. But we are being left with some few minutes of walking. Oh. Still moving, guys. This beautiful house that has been built here, very tall story building. Now these people are still building in the villages, interior part. Some years back, people never believed in building in the villages. So like you have to have a land that's very close to the road to build. But now you can see now what's happening here. See that buildings are big, very beautiful. A very beautiful house here. So I find that this type of house is more of a modern, because you know, for you to have a tall, beautiful house like this, you have to make it modern so that you accommodate the modern generation. You don't put more of modern things in it, like the sink, the mirrors. You have less tenant demand for the house tenants, you know. So that's the strategy people are using nowadays. Even if you are building in the village, make sure you come up with a more modern house, you know, because after devolution, there are there were need for people to work anywhere in Kenya. You know, many years back, you had to work in Nairobi for you to have a work, or you had to get to come to Nairobi to have work to do. But now we are working everywhere, so the evolution has really changed. It's very silent here. Mary Van Garden House. Look at this corn. They're doing so well. It's a proper agriculture, you know. So even one day my vision is to merge into agriculture, because I think it's sustainable if you do it the right way. You know, so people will want to eat tomorrow, the next coming years, days. You can't live without eating. So if you do agriculture in the right way, it's a very better investment. But you know, each investment has its own risk. So you have to make sure that you risk sometimes, because if you don't risk, you'll be able to harvest and have money. Still moving, eh? So see, these are people's homes. Well built, by the way. Some nice gates, modern houses. People are building in the villages very much nowadays compared to those years. You know? Someone has a tank. So technology. More panya roots here. See how tall long the panya roots are. More panya roots. This side has plenty of schools and hospitals. This area here have a church, a school. So able to see all of them. Also, something to note is that most of the governments in Africa, even in the world, when they're coming up with land plans, they tend to put schools and hospitals in one area, and also government hospitals in one area, government offices, schools, hospitals in one area. That's what I've observed in many counties here in Kenya, many places, by the way. Find a school has a primary school, secondary school, hospital, a church, a mission church. You know, Kenya was more of a missionary. I mean, they did missionaries some years back, and those missionaries, they were building the houses, the schools. So the houses were for the people who like worked in the hospitals. So there was that kind of a way of working out. The Seventh-day Adventist. Look at this beautiful fence here. So that's how it used to work out. So that's why you can see this side here. We have like Gachie primary, secondary. There's another school on the other end, which you'll be able to go and see. So in the comment section, tell us if that's the case in your area or a country, you know, because people are watching it from all over the world. You have that plan whereby you have schools in the one area, and those are government lands, by the way. So you can only do that in government land, because if you donate land to have a public school, that means that land will now belong to the government or the public. You cannot come later on and say you need your land because you have already donated it or given out to an institution or a public facility. We're still in the village setup, guys. Village. We'll now be getting more, so you'll be able to see the difference. The more we go this side, have more buildings, more houses, modern especially. That's the thing. The more we go down this way, the more we'll have different buildings and facilities. School called Gachie Primary. At the wall, the school. There's a field here where people play handball, football, volleyball. So on weekends, one day we'll come here and see them play. Even they're playing now. I can hear some movements of the ball. It's a very active area in terms of football. Then the same case now goes to the government. The schools, they provide the community with the fields to play. So this one here is being used by the people, the clubs who come across this area. The clubs is very big because you have they have age groups, the years. So different clubs, they share the field. And they'll be able to see if there's a club playing now or it's a school. So on the weekends, on holidays, it's kind of a more busier in terms of football playing here. It's very, very busy, and the guys especially the young ones, they didn't know how to play football here, playing it so well. This is now for the school. These are the schools playing now. School kids are playing at the moment, not the normal when you have the clubs. All these are Maram Road. So these are signs that you are in a village somewhere. This is a hospital here. So these are signs that you are in a village somewhere. But now, the more you go down, there's more tarmac. Some guys might refer it to as dusty road, Maram or dusty road. Something else to note is that this area has plenty of stray dogs. So when you are walking here, you need to be very careful because of the stray dogs all over the place. Another school here. It's a nice house there. And you can see how big the government land are. Because you can see that it's a very big portion of land that has all the facilities together. And that's easier because now if you want services, it's very easier because the facilities are close to each other. Like now we have the chief's office somewhere there, the police station, very important. Some goats here feeding. No, I know goats feed on, goats are browsers, so someone who tied them here, it's not doing them justice. They better be on this other end, because goats feed on shrubs more than the grass, so they are browsers, so they need to have to feed in a shrub area, not a place that is has grass. Noah's idea was to dump these house remains here. Noah's idea it was a good. These are the school. These are now on lunch break, I think. So now heading down there to a place called Gachie, I think. It's more of a marketplace. These have very big palm trees here. They are cut down. So if you have watched my video from like some few months ago, used to have some very beautiful big, massive palm trees. You can see the stumps by there. I know these things, they don't grow very fast. It takes years. So I think, I don't know why they opted to do that. I think they wanted to continue the construction because they were like the palm trees were messing up the houses. But now they messed up. See, all these are stumps from the palm trees. And that's very sad situation, you know. They were so beautiful. So the good thing you have a remnant of it. Look at that one behind there. That big one. Let me just show you. So they were all like this size. So it's big. very big. So they are all gone now. Catholic Church. They're getting to a more modern area now. So now it's more modern houses, tall. Yeah. That marks the end of the village look-alike, the village part of Gachie. They say there's more tall buildings, more tall modern buildings. Look at that tall building there. It's getting more busy here. A lot of businesses going on. It's more modern now, more modern, and so that has been more busier because the other side that we were walking down there. Now it gets more busier, more there are more businesses here on this other end. It's called a modern Gachie. So, like for instance, you can see this building that I want to show you. This one here has been built for some time, but I think it's completed now. So amazing.
Since 2010, that is around 15 years.
15 years. Oh.
Although kuna some years nilikuja nikatoka. Nikaenda. Ndio nimerudi sasa.
Oh.
Kitambo hii barabara iko imeni.
Mimi nilikuja hapa 2020 kama nilikuwa Maram tu.
Hii ilikuwa lami.
Ikaribika.
Iliharibika.
Iliharibika kaka.
Ilikuwa imewekwa sijui class E. So ndio walifanya renovation juzi 2022
hapo
walifanyia renovation.
Ndio ikakuwa safi.
Wakaiconnect hivi inaenda Wangige mpaka unaenda kutokezea Gitaro huko. Na unaingia Waiyaki way.
Na sasa naona niko na kuuliza swali lingine by the way. We are speaking Swahili. Naona before hii barabara ireziwe, this to have like a poor drainage down here. Ilikuwa sometimes kukinyesha barabara kuna matope kila time. So I think ile walitengeneza wali-raise
pale chini. Hiyo kuna drainage maji ilikuwa inateremka hivi yote inaenda inaingia pale kwa plots huko hivi. So ikiingia kwa plots inaharibu vitu pande ile mpaka wakati barabara imefanywa na Mchina. Kuna wakati county ilitaka kutengeneza kwenda huko chini. Ikashindikana.
Wangeweza kumanage class.
Wangeweza kulima hiyo barabara. Iende hivi na watu walikataa hiyo maji sipite kwao. Walikuwa wanataka itoke hapa iende mpaka kwa mto ile ya Rwaka. So wakakataa. So wakakataa. Tena kaidivert kutoka hapa, kaipeleka hiyo njia ya kwenda Roslyn Heights. Teremka hiyo. hiyo ndio ilifanya
So siku hizi inaendanga chini.
Sasa hii inaenda chini.
By the way, na hiyo inasaidia. Sasa kitambo inaweza kuwa na matope kwa barabara.
Hakuna matope na hakuna maji kuingia kwa roads kama huko.
Sasa unaona umekaa huko. Na unatuambia jina lako ni gani?
Jina langu ni Oscar.
Oscar
Mandera from Kisii County.
Unajua kwa nani wewe ni Masai?
Masai. Unajua ukikaa na watu
unaweza kuona hiyo.
Wa Masai nimekaa na Wakalenjin. Sometimes
so
unaniambia mimi ni Mkalenjin na mimi si Mkalenjin.
Uko na hiyo accent ya
nini ya Wakalenjin au Masai. Lakini mimi typically mimi ni Mkisii.
Sawa, hiyo
kutoka Kisii County, Kenya sub county.
Sasa nyinyi unasema wanataka machanga na maraga.
Maraga simani. Maraga simani.
Kwani anatuenjoy ama?
Kuna mahali alikuwa ndugu yake anasimama na anaona huyu amekita mizizi sio wataketi chini watasema, lakini ule mtu mwenye hapo katika hali ya kusimama na mwenye hapo na nguvu sahihi ni Matiang'i. Maraga simami.
Lakini na hii according to me Maraga anaweza make a better one than the other guy. Unajua jamaa ako sober, ametulia.
Ako sober, yeah, of course. But siasa does not in Kenya. Siasa does not need a sober-minded person. You need somebody who's chaotic, politically, and neutral to some extent. Lakini Maraga, of course he can make, but wefu sahi kwenye iko yenye imeingia mtu mwenye hata central wenye wamekubali ni Matiang'i.
Sawa bana. Sawa, so utapata hii inaitwa It's_Sande. Channel yangu inaitwa It's_Sande.
Inaitwa
It's_Sande channel.
Acha niingie kwa nyumba nikipata kwa
wifi. Nitapostiwa hii after maybe some 2 days.
It's called.
Ndio nikuonyeshe picha ndio unani.
Unaona hata Kisii sasa unaona kama sisi unaona miwa.
Hizi miwa za huko.
Sasa hii ni ya huko kwa hiyo. Ukitaka ukula utamu unapata miwa ya Kisii.
Baadaye so mimi natoka side za Western, Iga. Niona miwa za Kisii, sina internet. Natumia kwa
Hit Arab score, watch space.
Iko na It's_Sande.
It is
Afu kuna
Sande. Leo. Sawa,
poa, asante bana.
Tafolo.
Haya wazi. So I've been having a conversation with this guy who just came through, and I think he has given us a very nice development that has happened here in Gachie for the past few years. So that's a good outview. It's from Kisii here. I'm making some juice with it. The guy gave me energy to finish out the video in a very nice upper morale. You know, I was down. The morale was down, but now I think I can wind up very strong. So now you can see this building here, modern. This is more of a business area, more of a busy. Some chairs here. So yeah, we see the two faces of Gachie. The two faces of Gachie, which is very important because we're able to know the differences now. So we're not living inside the village. In a more village setup is more better than this town setup because this is more busy. Kind of more busier than the other side. So I have to move faster yet because of the copyright. Have a cop song going on here. So and here we have the Total and the Shell petrol stations here. So we're in a place called now we're heading to Kona from Power. No? Power and I heading to Kona. The energies then they share in the Sande. So there are the two competitors that are in the same area, whereby the side is Shell, then the Total, then Shell on the other end. Two competitors. So almost done with the walk, guys. There's just a little bit of place to explore. That's the other side there. Then we'll end the vlog of the day. So let's just finish up the vlog. So this is called River. The area is called River now. So I'll show you River. That's where we end the Gachie vlog.
Eti hauna simu, kuja mahali hapa tuweze kukupatia simu, na hizi simu unalipia kwa malipo ya polepole.
So busy here. See some more buildings coming up. I can see my house somewhere there. For G free of charge, kisha tunakuzawadi 100 MB of data. Vile vile tunafanya simu replacement. Unatembea na line yako kwa mfuko. Karibia customer upate line ya Airtel 4G free of charge. So later on that evening, I was traveling from Limuru. That's a place called Gigiri to Gachie. So I just wanted to show you the route so that I'm able to have a glimpse of how the area is looking like. So at the moment we are in the Karura Forest Gate A entrance. So the vehicles that are going down, they're heading to town, but us will be going up because we're heading to Gachie. This is the Limuru Road, one of the major important roads here in Nairobi, Kenya. It's kind of a very important road because it's able to join many important parts of Nairobi, Kenya. So we are now on Limuru Road. The good thing, the traffic on this day, it was not that bad. It's kind of moving swiftly. So you'll be able to see areas like UNEP, Roslyn, and also Nyari. So now we are very close to the Canadian High Commission on the left side. Then we are now joining UNEP. As I always tell you that UNEP stands for United Nations Environmental Education Program. Is kind of a sister of United Nations, UN. So this is what I call UNEP stage. got that lovely palm tree, very tall. So we're gonna go straight. Sometimes this road is chaotic. Sometimes it gets really chaotic when there's a lot of traffic, and you might find yourself getting stuck here for hours. But sometimes when it's on from Friday to Sunday is the best route to use because it has less traffic. As I've shown you from previous videos, there's a very nice hotel here called the Game Forest on the right side. So after this Petro City, it's a hotel called the Game Forest. You can see it from here. A very lovely hotel that is a kind of a 5-star hotel known as the Game Forest Hotel. And it has 2 entrances. This is the other entrance, then this is the main entrance, then on the other side you have another entrance. So the Game Forest Hotel. So we are now at a place called Raunda, kind of a junction area. So if you go on the left, if you turn right, okay, if you go which way is straight and right? Okay, let me say if you turn right, you go to Ruaka, but as you're going straight, so we're heading to Gachie. Because people are getting back home from work. It's an evening hours for getting back home from work. So it was on a weekend, so it's an easy way of traveling. Less traffic compared to on weekdays. Look at the sunset, looking so good on the other end. So now heading to Roslyn. At Roslyn, there's a junction that will lead you to Peponi Road, but that will maintain straight to Nyari. So there's an issue about this road. You can look at the guys who are having the bicycles. They're really struggling to ride here because they have to be on the edge of the road. See that this guy is kind of keeping distance from the bicycle riders. So in Kenya, when the government is constructing these roads, it has always been omitting what you call the cyclist path, which is not a good thing. It's like our road system does not accommodate cycling. And cycling is the easiest way to get to work because you cannot get stuck on traffic. So we need to come up with a real better way of dealing with that so that I'll be able to sustain our way to work. So now guys, welcome to Roslyn. Welcome to Roslyn. See. So if you turn left here, you go all the way to Peponi, Tigiri, New Mudaiga, very pochi areas. On the right side here, we have those guys who are selling some nice lovely sculptures. I did a video here. If you haven't watched, go and check out on my video section some few months back about this lovely metal sculpture. And here comes this Roslyn shopping mall. It's another small mall here on the right side, well in between trees. So we'll be going straight and straight. The clouds were so heavy, it didn't allow us to have the best sunset, because the sun is setting on that side. So the clouds were too bad for the day. Didn't give us a chance to enjoy. So I've been following this Audi vehicle for the longest journey. It's a very nice car, but I feel that it's more automated, This is a bus, I call them the matatu now. So it's opening up from here. There's another shopping center or mall here called the Astral Roslyn something. It's another name they're using. still coming up. I think it will be a busy area, this one here, because it's well situated. Now guys, we are in Nyari now, barrier 1 on the right side. After Nyari, we will head to Hospital Hill High School. Here now, this Hospital Hill, then straight to Rounda, whereby if you turn left from this particular area, now we are in Red Hill Road. We have joined Red Hill Road. If you turn left here, go all the way to Westlands. There this guy is going with the Audi, so he's heading to Westlands. So for us, we're going straight. So we're going straight to Gachie now. These are tuk-tuks. So I officially welcome you to this another county called, we are now in Nairobi. We are almost getting to Kiambu County. So guys, in 3, 2, 1, welcome to Kiambu. Welcome to Gachie. So we are now in Gachie. See, from the richest to the middle class. The change is very well seen and visible. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. We're heading to 4,000 subscribers. So thank you so much, and let's meet in the next video. Goodbye. See you next time. Adios, churches.